Hello, this is Chris from the Cinema Savvy Movie Podcast, and today I'm doing another reaction video. This is going to be slightly different to the other ones. I think I've done about 4 before this one. They've all been Star Wars ones. But it's just my luck. The day I'm without internet, probably one of the biggest trailers next to Star Wars of the entire year goes up, and that is Captain America Civil War trailer, the first one we've ever got. So with the Marvel films, it's a bit of a weird one. I love my superhero comic book stuff, but the actual Marvel films, they've always sort of been a one and done for me. Like, I've been to see every single one at the cinema. There's only been a few I've sort of gone back and watched a second time. They would probably be like the original Iron Man, the original Thor, and I think that's about it really. Maybe the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. I thought that was pretty good. Besides that, I haven't really gone back and watched any, and it's a funny one because Captain America for me was my least favourite member of the Avengers. I really didn't particularly care for Captain America, the first Avenger. I didn't like him in the Avengers, but everything changed when I went to see Captain America Winter Soldier. I thought that was, without doubt, the best Marvel film they've ever done in terms of Marvel Studio films. So I'm really looking forward to Civil War. I know it's a huge story from the comic book, so it's going to be interesting to see how they sort of cram it all into this one movie, but this is a reaction video. I have not yet seen this trailer. I think the rest of the world's probably seen it by this point, so we're going to give it a watch now. I'm going to give my initial thoughts on it, and yeah, we're going to see what we got. So I will click play now.
Buck, do you remember me?
Your mom's name is Sarah. You used to wear newspapers in your shoes.
You're a wanted man.
I don't do that anymore.
Well, the people who think you did are coming right now. They're not planning on taking you alive.
Captain, while a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who prefer the word vigilante. You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one. Please. You'll only make this worse.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
Captain, you seem a little defensive. Well, it's been a long day. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys. That's not the way I see it. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth. I just want to make sure we consider all our options. Because people that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
You know it's about to happen.
Yeah, Captain America.
Punch your way out of this.
What do we do?
We fight.
That's Black Panther!
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
Oh man.
But he's my friend. So was I.
Oh, this is awesome! Okay, is that the end of the trailer? Yep. I'm sure in that trailer there are probably loads of Easter eggs and stuff that I missed. I only vaguely know the comics. I know of characters and vague storylines, but not completely in depth. So I know that in the comics, the actual Civil War itself, I think it's to do with the government wanting superheroes to turn in their secret identities, and then half of them decide to sort of side with the government and the others go against it. But with these films, they've never really done the whole secret identity thing. I mean, even Tony Stark in the first movie just outright says that he's Iron Man. And then after that, none of the other characters really have any secret identities. So I think they're doing it in a slightly different way here. The only problem, my only concern with this movie is that maybe it's trying to do too much. Like, it's juggling a lot of the characters. I think they released quite a while back, like the sort of like full roster of all the characters, and there was just so many. It was almost like Avengers 2.5. Not necessarily a problem for the movie itself, but I don't know. I think I'm in the minority here, where you look at the new Marvel Netflix series that have come out. You've got Daredevil and Jessica Jones, for example, and they're absolutely phenomenal series, like, because they're in their own world. There are a few tiny little references to Avengers, but nothing major. They're very self-contained, and they just tell the story, you know, of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, beginning to end, really tightly closed story. But with here, it's like, I just want to see a Captain America movie. That's all I want to see. And Winter Soldier was that. It did have ties to S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything like that. That's fair enough. That's what you expect with Captain America. But I don't know, with like throwing Tony Stark in there, I just hope that Iron Man doesn't, you know, detract from Captain America's screen time, because I want it to inherently be a Captain America movie. And by the looks of the trailer, you know, it shows Captain America with a lot of the screen time, so hopefully that will be the case. We got our first proper look at Black Panther. That was cool, although it feels pretty weird to just throw him straight into this one without giving him a set-up movie. Marvel before this, you know, before they set up Avengers, they gave everyone their solo movie. I think Iron Man got 2 before Avengers came out. And then they had the team-up movie, whereas this, they're just sort of throwing Black Panther into there. Now, I know that there was some sort of schedule, like, change around with the Marvel films when they added Spider-Man into the mix. This will be pretty awesome if at the end of this film or the after-credits scene we actually get a Spider-Man tease, or if maybe Spider-Man's in it and we don't know. If I'm going by the trailer itself, the bits that really stood out for me, just, I know I've got a Tony Stark shirt on, but Captain America's probably my favourite now. I know I said he wasn't, but after Winter Soldier he just became my favourite member of the Avengers. He was epic. Looks awesome here. I never get tired of seeing him just like throw the shield around, smack it into people's faces. I think they're obviously not showing too much of the fight at the end. I would expect the big fight at the end between Tony Stark and Captain America to be epic, like compared to Batman v Superman. In fact, I think those two films were initially going to come out the same day for release date. Here we just sort of see Tony Stark on one knee, and it's Bucky and Captain America just sort of, you know, just beating the hell out of him as Iron Man's just taking it. I'm expecting the fight to be a lot more epic than that. They're just sort of, this is the first trailer, so it is going to be a tease. My favourite line from the trailer is without doubt the bit where Tony Stark says, like, I was your friend, like, so was I. That was great. Falcon's awesome. I loved his little cameo in Ant-Man. And I think there's been a screenshot released from this trailer, actually, where if you freeze frame it at a certain bit of, I think it's either Captain America or Falcon, you see the little Ant-Man silhouette on his shoulder, so we know that Ant-Man was going to be in it anyway. But, yeah, so that was sort of my reaction. I'm sorry if my reaction was sort of just watching it, but, you know, I wanted to take in sort of where the story's going and everything like that. Yeah, it looks cool. As I said, not massively, like, you might expect the same sort of reaction from me that I would have to Star Wars, but Star Wars is a thing unto itself. I mean, I love Marvel, but I just don't have that massive hype over it like I do for Star Wars. So yeah, that'll do it for my review of Captain America Civil War. The trailer's called The Civil War Begins. My next reaction, I am going to do another Star Wars one. There was a new TV spot that came out, TV Spot 7. A few new things in that, so I want to do a sort of breakdown of that and go over that. So be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe, and that'll do it. Thanks, guys.